always wanted to build things. I loved shop in middle school.
There is a new push to get more women working in the construction trades. Just 3% of construction workers in the country are women. Now, the numbers are a little better in Washington state. 9% of workers on construction sites here are women.
KIRO 7's Deborah Horn talks to the pioneering women still working to pave the way in tonight's Your Voices.
I was a pre-apprenticeship trainer. I've been a carpenter for 50 years.
She was the first apprenticed female carpenter in Washington state.
You folks are going to be building 3 tiny houses here.
Now Melinda Nichols is addressing a new class at the Taro Vocational Training Center on the Tulalip Indian Reservation. In the room on this first day, 2 close friends, Ori Yallop and Carissa Robinson, who signed up together.
What made you decide to do it?
Well, I was having a hard time finding a job that I actually wanted and would like to work for, with a good paying job and a good boss.
This is something that has been available for us, and it's beneficial. The construction field has great pay. There's a lot to choose from.
Yet women still lag behind in construction.
It wasn't something women got into, and they didn't have it in school so much for, you know, my era.
Lisa Marks was in her early 40s when she apprenticed as a carpenter. Now, more than a decade later, she's an instructor for this 16-week pre-apprentice program open to tribal members.
So we expose them to the trades, we teach them the math skills, we teach them strength and conditioning, we teach them, you know, how to build a tiny house.
In the sprawling aircraft factories on the West Coast, teams of women flushed the rivets.
The modern heyday for women in the trades was in the 1940s, when women took the jobs men left behind to fight in World War II. They became known as Rosie the Riveter, after a real-life Rosie featured in a popular song.
She's making history, working for victory, Rosie the Riveter.
But then it went away
when the war ended and all the men came home.
Cynthia Payne is project manager for Washington Women in Trades, a nonprofit support organization. She says a 2018 University of Washington study found several reasons women who join the trades often leave.
Bad clothing, bad bathrooms, obviously harassment, hazing, childcare.
Melinda Nichols says it's time contractors recognize that too.
They're limited. We need more workers. Well, guess what? If you pick women and people of color, that's a huge percentage of the actual human beings that you have.
No one expects that every job on a construction site will be held by a woman anytime soon. But the point is to make sure that women know that this too is women's work, work that they can do and prosper. Reporting in Shoreline, Deborah Horn, KIRO 7 News.